The Cruiser Tank Mark III, Britain's early gamble in fast-tracked mechanized warfare. In the aftermath of the First World War's mud-choked deadlock, Europe's military thinkers set their sights on speed. Stalemate had to be banished. Mobility had to return. For the Brits, that pursuit of dynamism manifested in a new breed of armored vehicles. Sleek, swift, and punchy, aptly named cruiser tanks. And among the first serious attempts at realizing this concept was the Cruiser Tank Mark III, known officially as the A13. Introduced in the late 1930s, it was Britain's bold stride toward a mechanized future, ambitious in scope, but not without its stumbles. Post-1918, British strategists revisited the tank's potential. The dramatic gains at Cambrai and Amiens were still fresh in military memory. Yet budget cuts and inter-service disagreements slowed momentum through the interwar years. Eventually, two divergent tank philosophies emerged. Infantry tanks, made to crawl alongside foot soldiers under heavy armor, and cruiser tanks, lighter and faster, aimed at breaking through lines and wreaking havoc in the rear. It was in this second category that the A13 took root. The concept was clear. Find the gaps, burst through them, and keep moving. The Cruiser Mark III was meant to deliver on that promise. Less about standing toe-to-toe in a slugfest, more about striking fast and deep. Ironically, the key to this British tank's design came from across the Atlantic. American engineer J. Walter Christie had devised a suspension system that made tanks faster and more agile than ever before. Eager to leverage this, the British discreetly secured rights to his invention, even as Christie wrestled with restrictions from his own government. British engineers then reworked the design to suit their needs, and the result was the Cruiser Mark III, a tank that could hit 30 miles per hour or 48 kilometers per hour and maintain impressive off-road performance. It marked a clear break from sluggish predecessors and pointed the way forward for cruiser tank evolution. The A13 tipped the scales at around 14 tons and carried the QF 2-pounder as its main gun, quite capable against early war armor. It also sported a coaxial Vickers machine gun, with some models adding anti-aircraft armament. But all that speed came at a cost. The armor was paper-thin by comparison, ranging from 6 to 14 millimeters, barely enough to shrug off small arms fire. Its angular silhouette and wide tracks made it stand out, and its four-man crew, commander, gunner, loader, and driver, had to manage both the tank's capabilities and its shortcomings. Compared to its A9 and A10 cousins, the A13 was more focused, more cruiser, less compromise. The Mark III rolled off the line in 1938, and by the start of World War II, about 65 units had made it into service. Their first and only major engagement came in France in 1940, where they joined the British Expeditionary Force during the ill-fated Battle of France. On paper, the A13 held its own against the German Panzer I and II, but reality hit hard. German Panzer III and IV tanks, increasingly common, outgunned and out-armored the British cruisers. Worse still, mechanical issues plagued the A13. Unreliable engines, poor radios, and thin armor turned high-speed hope into battlefield liability. During the frenzied retreat to Dunkirk, most were either lost in combat or abandoned. Not a failure, but a lesson. Despite its limited battlefield success, the Cruiser Mark III marked a turning point. It directly influenced more capable designs like the A15 Crusader, Cromwell, and Comet, all of which proved far more durable and deadly later in the war. The Christie suspension became a staple in British tank engineering. The lessons from the A13's shortcomings, particularly the overemphasis on speed at the expense of protection, reshaped British armored doctrine. By highlighting where theory broke down under fire, it paved the way for more balanced, integrated approaches. In the grand sweep of World War II, the Cruiser Tank Mark III was a small and imperfect player, but it wasn't without value. It captured a moment when ideas still outran practicality. when nations were scrambling to modernize in the face of looming conflict. Flawed though it was, the A13 helped Britain take crucial first steps toward fielding effective armored forces. Its steel may have been thin, but its impact on future designs was anything but.